No matter what your blog is going to be about, one of the key things you must do is give visitors to your site the opportunity to be contacted after they have left your blog. Every successful marketer knows how important and powerful a list of contacts is, and this is doubly so for marketing online. You'll certainly have seen opt-in boxes on websites, normally asking for a name and email address. This is so the person behind the website can contact you again, which they will almost certainly do with a combination of one-off emails and preloaded automated emails using what's called an autoresponder. You may even be on some lists already, including ours. How you go about building your list is a subject all in itself, but for this video let's just go through the process of setting up your list so you are ready to accept the names and email addresses of people interested in your topic and potentially interested in buying from you. As I briefly mentioned, an autoresponder allows you to stack up a sequence of emails. When someone enters their details, it triggers the first email in the sequence and then the rest of them at times predetermined by you. This is an invaluable tool and is part of what some marketers refer to as the autopilot effect of internet marketing. Now there are a number of options for setting up an autoresponder, but the most popular is to subscribe to a professional autoresponder service such as Aweber, which is the one that we use. There is a monthly fee for this, but it's worth it. One of the things you must be careful about is allowing people to unsubscribe if they want, otherwise you are spamming. With Aweber, people on your list can do so with just one click of the button and is instant and automatic. Since Aweber is the one that we use, that is what I'm going to show you now in terms of setting up your email list. So go to Aweber and sign up for an account. Once you are signed up and logged in, make sure you're on the home page and you should see a screen like this. With a new account, there is usually a default list already made which you can edit, but for the purposes of this video we'll create a new one from scratch. Click on the Add New link here. Then click on Create List. On this page you need to enter a name for your list, a short description, and if you just scroll down a bit you need to enter an email address as well before you can start using it. You might need to experiment a bit with the name, as if someone else is using Aweber happens to be using it already, you'll have to go for something different. Okay, that's done. Click Save. Once you've done that and clicked Save, go to the Messages tab here. Okay, and then click Add Message. You can see that the first email is automatically set up to be sent immediately as soon as someone signs up to your list. I'm not going to cover this bit on this video about click tracking, we'll just leave that for the moment. Further down you have the option of writing your email, your first email that will be sent to somebody, and you can do it in both plain text and HTML versions, so that you know what the email will look like regardless of what the recipient is using to open the email. Some will see it as plain text, others as more fancy HTML, so the email would look a bit more like a web page. When you get more familiar with it, you can start looking at different template designs, which are back up the top here. But for now, we're just going to stick with plain text, okay, just for this example. So you insert your subject and write your email. The personalization fields allow you to, for example, write dear, and then you go here and do that, and then the autoresponder will enter the person's first name as they entered it on the opt-in form. In fact, that's if you use first name here. If you use first name fix, they'll even properly capitalize it for you. So even if somebody entered their name all in lowercase letters or something, it will come out correctly when you're emailing them. I highly recommend you use this simple feature to personalize the emails. Another quick tip is just to make sure you use carriage returns, which means when you've written your sentence, so I'll just put something here, when you get to the end of this box, press enter and continue writing. That will ensure the email is the best width for reading. It'll be most easy to read. Okay, so what you do is you write that and you click save. There you go. That's your first email set up to go as soon as somebody first opts in on your blog. Now go to add another message. Now you see the option with the second message of how much time passes before it's triggered after the first one. This way you can build an automated sequence of emails, such as a course, for example, which will continue working on autopilot every time someone new opts in. Right, one more thing. If you go back up to the top and you click on list settings, then click on the verified opt-in link. As default, this is set to on, which means that when someone signs up to your list, they are sent an email which kind of says, "Are you sure? Did you really mean to sign up?" And they have to click on a link in that email to confirm or verify that they wish to receive emails. As you can see, Aweber strongly advised to keep this turned on. It safeguards you against people who perhaps forgot that they signed up and think you are emailing them without their permission, or people who maliciously enter other people's emails into opt-in forms. Why people would do that, I'm not sure, but I guess they do. Now, research has shown that the verified opt-in also decreases the opt-ins, because sometimes people simply delete emails accidentally, which they might do with the verification one, or don't take action straight away when they get the verification email, and then they forget. We all know how easy that is. It's entirely up to you, but my advice is actually to turn this off. Don't forget that Aweber makes it easy, instant and automatic to unsubscribe if someone does not want to be on your list. So you know, they're being extra careful to really strongly suggest that you keep that verification on. So that's the bare bones of setting up your opt-in email list. The next thing you need to do is get the opt-in form on your website. So if you're ready, go straight to my next video where I show you how to do that.